Hey guys, it's Fadra from All Things Fadra, and I've got a quick story for you. Back in 2004, I was having a really bad day. I was just really grumpy. And you know what my husband did to cheer me up? He took me to the Nissan dealership and we test drove a brand new, at the time, 2004 Nissan Murano. And a few short days later, that car was parked in my driveway. I fell in love with it, and that has been the one car over the years that I miss the most. Well, I had a chance to recapture some of that by driving the 2019 Nissan Murano Platinum. This car is fully loaded, and I'm going to show you the ins, the outs, and even, yes, I'm really going to tell you all about the driving. This is an all-wheel drive, and the Platinum is the highest trim package, which means it comes with everything. That's what I need. I'm a luxury kind of girl. I'm not going to make you wait until the end. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the MSRP is on this one. For everything that is included, including destination charges, it is $46,420. So it's not an inexpensive vehicle, but there are a lot in this class, in this price range, and I'm going to show you why you should consider the Nissan Murano if you are actually out looking for, let's call it a crossover SUV, and they are actually even marketing this as a luxury crossover SUV. You be the judge. All right, let's start by doing a quick walk around of the exterior. So what you are looking at is a deep blue pearl. And this is probably not the color that I would choose. This is what I call a guy color. I mean, the blue is pretty, but it's a little too blue for my taste. It has a really rich blue color that really comes out in the sunshine. But what I love, look at these rims. Yes, these are 20-inch babies, and these are called unique dark hyper silver wheels. I really care about my big wheels. You'll also see some chrome accents. In the front and the back, you will have LED lights, fog lights, tail lights, and even daytime running lights. If you look up top, you're going to see, it's kind of hard to tell, but these silver lines going down the top, these are actually the roof rails. And I've always loved that about the Murano because it's so completely integrated with the vehicle, it's hard to even tell that those are roof racks. And you'll also notice that the vehicle has privacy glass throughout, which is great for keeping down the heat inside. There's another feature on the roof that you can't see, and I'm going to show you from the inside, which we'll do right now. Inside, we're looking at cashmere, not real cashmere. Cashmere is the color of the leather. And I actually love these seats. I love the quilting. It just gives it a little bit of that extra luxury design as well as the perforation. The seats are super comfortable. And don't worry, you'll be taken care of in the winter and the summer. It's got heated and cooled seats. Now that we're inside the vehicle, we might as well start it up. So it does have a push button start. And it has memory seats. Yes, it's going to raise and lower everything. Well, lower for me because I'm so short. It's got the memory buttons over here for the seat. And wait until you see all the features that it has that I love. So I got to be honest. I'm actually personally shopping for my next vehicle. Not that I need one. I like new cars. And so I'm always looking in. And the Murano is actually on my list. But some of the things that I require in my next car, because this is just how I roll, I need heated seats. I could live with or without the cooled seats. I need a heated steering wheel, and I need Apple CarPlay. I need decent horsepower. I need decent gas mileage. I need lots of comfort and versatility, and I'm telling you, the Murano is checking all those boxes. Let me show you what this car is equipped with. All right, I already showed you the memory seat options, but we also have the heated steering wheel. Yes, please. We have traction control, we have the lift gate, and then we also have, that is not a force field, that is actually the lane departure warning, and by default, it is off. Wonder why. Up here on the dash, you have a lot of information to scroll through. And while we're scrolling, I actually love that compass right there. Isn't that so cool? While we're scrolling through, let's take a look at the gas mileage. So I averaged roughly 24 miles per gallon. Now this one gets between 20 and 28. I did a lot of kind of like country-ish driving, so I think I did pretty good with 24 miles per gallon. And I'll tell you why when I talk about the driving in particular. So we got a lot going on the steering wheel here. We have a really nice display. It's a 7-inch advanced drive assist display that covers everything that you need, from navigation to audio to weather alerts. Let's go down to the connectivity here. First of all, this is the first time I'm seeing this in a vehicle. This is a USB-C port. So I don't know if you're familiar with this. My computer actually plugs into that, which I think is super cool that they have that. This is a standard USB port, and then of course you have an auxiliary port. Let me show you. This shouldn't be news to you, but I still get excited because I don't have it in my vehicle. Let's see what's happening here. What is happening here? There we go. CarPlay. There's Apple CarPlay. So, you guys, if cars do not have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, I just, honestly, it's not even going to make it on my short list. It's just not. So, I love the Apple CarPlay. Even though this has navigation, I pretty much only use not the Apple Maps, but I use Google Maps. That's my favorite. I just love the overall design of the dash. I think it's very classy. I think it's very sleek. It does have this dark wood grain down here, which is really, really pretty. And I love this slot. So I don't want to look at my phone. Of course, I don't need to because I have Apple CarPlay, but my phone fits very nicely in there. I am sure that was super intentional. So thank you, Nissan. You'll notice there's also a 12-volt port right here. Some great cup holders. And my only complaint is that in the dark, it's not dark right now, but in the dark, you can't really see. This piece will light up right here. Can you see that? That will light up. But in the dark, I couldn't remember if left was heated or if right was heated. So I wish that, I don't know, maybe that this knob itself was illuminated so that I could kind of tell, so I didn't accidentally, heat or cool my seat, put it in the wrong direction. Now, I was concerned that the larger passengers in my family, because the dash comes down kind of low, that it wouldn't provide them a lot of leg room. Now, they did have to put their seat back some, but plenty of leg room, very comfortable. Just look, I think it's such a beautiful car, and I haven't even shown you most of it yet. All right, you ready for the console tour? Let's do it. Open up, and here we go inside. It's got 2 little compartments and not a whole lot of room. It goes deep, not wide, and I love that there's actually a light down there, and there is an extra 12-volt port if you need it. And guess what? There's more storage, but we're going to go in the back to check all that out next. Welcome to the back seat. I am sitting with the seats almost all the way back. I have plenty of leg room. Some great vents. I've got controls for heated seats in the back. And look, I also have a USB-C and a USB port back here. Thank you, Nissan, on behalf of teenagers and honestly just adults that want their connectivity. Thank you for that. There's also plenty of room back here for 2 passengers. If you didn't want to put someone in the middle, you have a nice console with cup holders and a little compartment for, I don't know, your phone, whatever you want to put. Actually, yeah, you could put your phone there. And that reminds me, there's one more compartment right here that I hadn't thought about, and you could probably use that for your phone as well. You could put it up and watch videos. Now, this vehicle does not have a 3rd row, so that means we're going to make up for it with a lot of cargo space. It does feel awfully airy though, doesn't it? And that's because there's something else I haven't shown you yet. You ready? Okay, here's the other feature I want to show you. This is something that I don't have to have, but I love to have. This is a panoramic sunroof or moonroof. I guess it depends on the time of day. It is surprisingly not hot in the car when you have the whole thing open, and I do love that it has this shade that can close part of the way or all of the way. All right, let's go ahead and head to the way back. I love the two-tone lights that they have here. Let's go ahead and open it up and check out the cargo space. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? This is what I remembered that I loved so much about my Murano. Look at how incredibly wide this is. You could fit so much stuff in here. I love it. Let's take a look under here. Under here, you have got a spare. Thank you very much. Now, is it just me, or does it feel like this cargo level is up very high? I just expected it to be lower, and I guess that's because they've got the spare in there. We'll take a look. Let's put the seats down and see how it looks from a cargo capacity. I'm not kidding. I think that almost rivals minivan space. It doesn't go as deep, but it's certainly really wide. While we're back here, it's always good to notice the extra features that they have. So they have some hooks here if you need to tie things down. I love this. Hello, grocery bag hook. Where have you been all my life? And then we have a 12-volt port back here. Now it helps to get a little perspective in the vehicle. So I am 5'3". I'm not the tallest of the tall. And let's just do a quick measurement. My head hasn't fully reached the seat and my feet haven't fully reached the back. Honestly, I could sleep back here. Put a little air mattress back here, I'd be all set. And as far as the width goes, it's about arm's width across for me. Yeah. I guess if worse comes to worse, I could live in a Murano. I know you didn't think I was going to talk about it, but here it is. This Nissan has a 3.5 liter V6 engine. That means it drives quite well. It has 260 horsepower, so this car can get up and go. But the thing that you need to know that you might not like, I happen to love, is it also has a CVT. Now that's continuously variable transmission, and my Murano had this back in the day, and it's one of the things I love about this car. People tend to love it or hate it. It just means, if you're not familiar with it, that the transmission isn't going to shift from gear to gear to gear. You're not going to feel that shift. It's a smooth, continuous shift, so you'll never go from one gear to the next. And I happen to love the way it drives. I love the way it feels when I'm behind the wheel. And this car actually had not only great pickup, great acceleration, but it was such a smooth ride. Now, we're going to wrap this up back inside. By the way, look at this. It has a hydraulic hood. Who does that anymore? Let's go back inside and I'm going to wrap it up with the best and the not so best of this car. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with the best and the worst of the Murano. So the best for me really is the quality of materials. I'm really particular about the plastics, about the leather, about the overall feel, and the quality of construction in this vehicle is top of the line. I love it. I love all of the extra details and the accents, like the quilted stitching in the seats, the lighting accents on the console. I also love the cargo space in the vehicle. It's got great width. I know I could fit a lot back there. I think it gets decent gas mileage, not amazing, but 20 to 28 is pretty good for a vehicle like this, considering it's got awesome horsepower and a V6 engine. Now, what I don't love, there's really only one thing. It is that emergency brake. I don't like it on the floor. I prefer the electronic parking brake, and so that is really my only complaint about this vehicle. This is one I'm going to be sad to send back. Tell me what you think about the Nissan Murano. Tell me if it's something that's on your short list, or maybe you've bought one for yourself. I'd love to hear. In the meantime, you know what I'm going to ask you to do next. Please hit the like button, maybe leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, because that's how I can keep making awesome videos like this just for you. I'll see you guys next time.